This morning, we're tracking new developments in the future of Dane County's jail, what the sheriff has planned for today.
A former officer accused of sexual assault back in court today. How many charges he's now facing?
And we could still be seeing some light snowfall as we get our morning started. We'll have your forecast coming up in a moment.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to News 3 Now this morning on Valentine's Day. I'm Chris Stanford.
Happy Monday. Happy Valentine's Day. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Leah Lynchide. Right to our headlines this morning. Happening today, we're expecting to hear from Dane County Sheriff Calvin Barrett.
He is scheduled to hold a news conference to talk about the jail consolidation project. The County Board of Supervisors rejected a lower cost plan for the project last Monday. This project would replace outdated cell blocks in the City County Jail and replace the Ferris Huber Center. Right now at the Dane County Jail, the mental and medical facilities lack space. This project would change that and expand the area. We'll have coverage of the sheriff's comments when they happen on our news app and on channel3000.com, all of our platforms. You can keep up with the future of the jail there too, with push alerts and in-depth coverage. Just search Channel 3000 News in your app store.
Also happening today, a former Rock County Sheriff's deputy accused of child sexual assault will be back in court. An arraignment is scheduled for Gary Huber at 1 this afternoon. The 34-year-old faces 10 felony charges, including first-degree child sexual assault. Huber posted $25,000 cash bond last month. According to a criminal complaint, he's accused of assaulting multiple children before he became a Rock County deputy.
Continuing coverage this morning after 5 people were shot in Racine. Police say it was a domestic-related incident. It happened around 2 a.m. Sunday in downtown Racine. Police say they tried negotiating with an armed man, but he took his own life. Authorities have yet to say who he was. As for the 5 victims, 3 of them were taken to a hospital in Racine. 2 of them drove themselves to hospitals in other cities. All 5 are expected to be okay.
The White House is issuing a stark warning that Russia could invade Ukraine any day now. The U.S. says it's ready to respond.
I also underscored that if Moscow chooses the path of aggression and further invades Ukraine, the response from the United States and our allies will be swift, it will be united, it will be severe.
President Biden spoke with his Ukrainian counterpart Sunday, promising to respond swiftly and decisively if Russia takes action further against Ukraine. He also warned Putin during a phone call this weekend an invasion could come with swift and severe costs. Some analysts say an invasion could hurt Russia in the long run.
Might strengthen ties between Ukraine and the European Union. It also has created a stronger sense of Ukrainian national identity. And it's hard for me to see how that helps either Mr. Putin or Russia.
The Ukrainian foreign minister says Russia has not provided any explanation for its actions on the border.
In Afghanistan this morning, at least 1 American and 6 British citizens are being held by the Taliban. None of the men have reportedly been charged. The detentions come less than 6 months after the U.S. pulled all of its troops out of the country. A spokesperson for the U.S. National Security Council says this is unacceptable.
All right, switching gears over to Julian C. right now with your first warn weather. You're certified most accurate. Good morning, Julian.
Morning, guys, and happy Valentine's Day. As we're getting our morning started for us, we are still looking at some light snow around certain areas of southern Wisconsin, especially areas into the west. But here in Dane County, just might see a couple of flurries still popping up for us as we're getting our morning started, but still not looking at sufficient snowfall as we continue throughout the rest of our morning. Just know temperatures will get to increase as we get into close to the noon hour. Around lunchtime, we're going to be seeing those teens and lower 20s starting to sweep across southern Wisconsin. However, cloud cover is going to be pretty much blanketing us until we get into about the later part of this day. Once we get into an evening commute, it's going to be pretty quiet. 20s will be sticking around 5 p.m. and then cloud cover will build once again as we get into our Tuesday nights. However, in terms of the light snowfall or flurries that we'll be seeing, we're not looking at much in terms of accumulations. Less than an inch is going to be expected throughout all the areas that we'll be seeing light snow. However, we got to talk about this. We are going to be seeing warmer air as we get into the rest of this week, especially as we transition from Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. We're going to start to see 30s and 40s coming back, but then another bite of some Arctic air will be coming in as we get into our Thursday. However, one thing we have been talking about and been showing you all morning has been the potential for us to see some snowfall here in the middle of the week. Well, this is another run from another model that we were looking at, which is going to be pushing the system more into the south and southeast. First, we're going to be seeing rain and some of that freezing rain transition for us, and then once it gets to more of that snow, it's going to be pretty much missing southern Wisconsin. It's going to be pushing itself into northern Illinois and a bit more towards Michigan, more so than us. We're going to be looking at pretty much some clearer conditions for us, because on this run and for this model, we're not even going to be looking at much in terms of snowfall at all, putting more of a damper onto our winter, which we've already been pretty much half of what we see around this time of year. However, just know we could be still seeing some dicey conditions for us. So as of right now, we are going to be looking at, even though it's inconsistent, mild conditions throughout the Wednesday. Midweek could be seeing some of that mixture rolling in, but snow could still impact us as we get into our Wednesdays. One thing we're going to be keeping an eye on throughout the course of this week, but until then, definitely enjoy these temperatures as they are on the rise. 30s, 40s, and then we're back to those teens heading into Thursday and the weekend. Not looking too bad, especially on the quieter side, but those upper 30s are definitely mighty nice for us, guys. Putting a smile on my face.
We're going to be looking forward to that. It has been a cold, dry winter so far.
I know. I was not expecting this when I moved to Wisconsin. I was expecting more snow, guys.
Hey, maybe this week.
Hopefully.
We'll keep an eye on it. Julian, thank you very much. New this morning, a Wisconsin Starbucks in a Milwaukee suburb is looking to unionize. The store is in Oak Creek. They're the first store in the state to do so. Right now, Starbucks employees around the country are pushing for this. Employees at this store say they were inspired when 2 Starbucks in Buffalo successfully unionized. They're asking for higher wages, better working conditions, and better benefits.
The Los Angeles Rams are Super Bowl champions after sneaking out a 23-20 win over the Cincinnati Bengals at their home stadium. Danya Backus has more from California with fans, players, and coaches.
The Rams' come from behind victory triggered a night-long celebration across Southern California.
The chips were against us. The defense went out, and we still won.
I'm happy, man. You can feel it. It's tangible, bro. Just look around, man. I'm happy for the city.
The party followed the team's thrilling 23-20 win over the Cincinnati Bengals. After trailing most of the second half, the Rams took the lead with less than a minute and a half left.
Pass. Got it. Touchdown.
Quarterback Matthew Stafford connected on a 1-yard score to wide receiver Cooper Kupp, who was named the game's MVP.
It's just been the perfect team, the perfect setup. I'm just so thankful for everyone that's been around me. It was, I mean, really, I don't know if it still really hasn't hit me.
The Rams' 36-year-old Sean McVay became the youngest head coach to win a Super Bowl.
This was really satisfying to see these guys and to see the looks on their faces, to be able to do it in the house that Mr. Kroenke built. It's really special.
The Rams are the second team to win a Super Bowl on their home field. More than 70,000 fans were in the stands here at SoFi Stadium. The halftime performance was as star-studded as the game. Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, and Mary J. Blige headlined the first Super Bowl show built around rap and hip-hop. Danya Backus, CBS News, Inglewood, California.
It was the second Super Bowl victory for the Rams franchise. The previous one came in 1999 when the team was based in St. Louis. Lee, did you catch that Super Bowl halftime performance yesterday?
I didn't, but I watched a couple of the performances this morning. What nostalgia.
Oh, man, they're just cranking out the hits.
Eminem.
Hit after hit.
50 Cent popping up. I mean, my goodness.
A lot of those songs were big, like when I was in junior high.
There is an argument right now, and you bill yourself as a geriatric millennial.
Yeah.
Your words,
Accurate.
not mine.
Accurate.
So there's a conversation going on social media right now. Was this honing in on millennials?
Or Gen X.
Or Gen X.
Yeah, I think, well, more so like the Gen X
you think so?
generation, right? Because they were a little bit older. Those would have been like high schoolers at that time, like back in the early 90s, when a lot of those artists and those songs were huge. I mean, they were everywhere.
I don't know. I listened to a lot of Eminem back in the early 2000s.
Yeah, I know. And then it progressed, and you got artists like Eminem and 50 Cent, who you saw last night. It was cool to see all those legends on stage together.
Really, really memorable.
Yeah. Hey, other football news this morning. How about this?
Now that the season is over, Aaron Rodgers watch in full swing here in Wisconsin. The 4-time MVP has yet to make any kind of decision, but the Packers ready to go all in here. ESPN's Adam Schefter is reporting the Pack prepared to spend as close to the cap this year, possibly spreading it into future years as much as possible in order to keep Rodgers. Number 12 says he doesn't want to keep people waiting. He says he will decide before free agency starts. That date, March 16th. That's just 30 days away.
Yeah, I hate to think that this is all about the money. Like they're going to go all in for Aaron Rodgers. and pay him more at this point in his career. I mean, hasn't he earned enough? Isn't it more about the wins and the championships right now?
I don't know that it has always been about the money for him, right? I mean, he felt sort of slighted after he got MVP. He just didn't feel like he received a lot of attention from the team.
Yeah, well, whatever happens, I'm glad that it's going to ramp up here in the next month or so.
30 days, then you won't hear about it again. Or will you?
Hopefully, we won't hear about it again.
6:09 now. Coming up, Consumer Reports with why you should clean your car's computer before you sell it.
Plus, we're celebrating Valentine's Day with a visit to a local flower shop in the 608.
President's Day is the best time to buy furniture, and Slumberland Furniture is having one of their biggest sales of the year.
Wow. Wow is right.
Deals up to 50% off throughout the store. The huge President's Sale at Slumberland Furniture.
What can Sono Bello do for you? How about a new shape?
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
New confidence.
I can see a huge difference. Look at this.
New you.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
With Sono Bello, you can remove stubborn body fat permanently in just one visit. Don't wait a moment longer to reveal the new you.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation with Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and find out how you can get $250 off. Sono Bello uses Tri-Sculpt micro-laser liposuction to remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently for incredible transformations in just one visit.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Call 1-888-622-8360 or go to sonobello.com.
Sunroom savings season is here. Four Seasons has great solutions to beat the backyard blues and save 20 to 30%. Everything from decks and pergolas to screen rooms, porch conversions, patio rooms, sunrooms, and our new life room with retractable screens are on sale now. Let CoolView show you how to tame your backyard and improve your lifestyle. Call for a free backyard survey, design, and quote.
Get a new view from CoolView.
So with Geico, we can easily bundle home and car insurance and save even more?
Yeah, home, car, motorcycle, all bundled together. Just like that breakfast burrito.
So can I get chorizo?
Yeah, metaphorically, yeah.
Carnitas.
Just chicken. Just give me a bunch of chicken.
Oh, bacon?
Oh, wait, there isn't too much hot sauce, is there? I have a sensitive palate.
I actually like hot sauce. Can I get chips?
How about guacamole?
I don't really know what we're talking about anymore.
Burritos.
Sure.
Okay.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com. Trains are coming to Madison, in miniature that is, at the 54th Mad City Model Railroad Show, February 19th and 20th at the Alliant Energy Center. Get caught up in 90,000 square feet of trains, clinics, and exhibits, with almost 300 vendor tables featuring train merchandise, toys, hobby supplies, railroad antiques, collectibles, and much more. Many door prizes and 4 train sets will be given away each day. It's a great entertainment value for the whole family. Saturday and Sunday, February 19th and 20th at the Alliant Energy Center. Save online.
President's Day is the best time to buy furniture and mattresses. And Slumberland Furniture is having one of their biggest sales of the year. Get an 8-inch foam queen mattress for just $222. Slumberland Sleep Solutions. We've reinvented mattress shopping.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast. News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back. We are celebrating Valentine's Day in the 608 with a visit to a local florist in full-on holiday mode.
Josh Sprider is live in Mount Horeb this morning where he is spreading the love. Hey, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. Happy Valentine's Day and happy Monday to all of you at home. We're coming to you from Olson's Flowers in Mount Horeb this morning. They're known to do the holidays pretty big around here. Bill Olson started this shop back in the 1950s, and Heidi Whitwer started here in 1979. She shares with us that she loves coming into work and walking into a cooler filled with flowers of all shapes and colors every single day. The small staff covers a big area too. They serve Mount Horeb, Verona, Cross Plains, Black Earth, Barneveld, Ridgeway, Blanchardville, and Madison's west side. Yeah, that's pretty much all of western Dane County.
I have to say the community has really been supportive of us.
especially through the pandemic. It's been wonderful how they have supported us. They've sent a lot of flowers because they couldn't visit their friends and family through the pandemic, but really over the years they've been very supportive.
This year, their wholesalers helped by suggesting they order Valentine's Day flowers before Christmas to avoid potential supply chain issues this time around. Back out here live this morning ahead in our next hour, or a half hour rather, 30 minutes away. We're going to take you inside and learn a little bit more about the process. And you can see this morning they're already up early getting ready for the big day, guys.
Yeah, this is the day. This is the biggest day for those local florists. So you have any idea, like how many flowers will they put together? Like, give us an idea of just how busy they're going to be today.
She's been up early. We had actually tried to be live inside there this morning, and she's like, I'd love to have you in here, but because they have so much that needs to go out today, she didn't give me a number, but she said they've been preparing for this for weeks, if not months. So there's not a lot of space in there to move around. So that's why she's like, we're going to be up early getting ready for all of this going on today.
You're busy. Yeah. You're busy when you don't have time for Josh Spreiter.
That's true. That's true. Never
I don't want to get in anybody's way. We share the love. We don't want to be the opposite, right?
There you go. Josh, thank you very much.
Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out to him on social media or shoot him an email for a chance to be featured.
All right, Julian Seawright in for Chris Reese this morning with their certified most accurate forecast. Man, a little nip in the air this morning, Julian.
Yeah, it's quite nippy out this morning as we're getting things rolling. Temperatures are still into the teens throughout southern Wisconsin, but 10 degrees here in Madison, 12 in Janesville, and 11 degrees in Platteville. But as we see for our Valentine's Day forecast, it will improve as we get into the later part of today. Around 5 p.m., we're looking around 20 degrees for us, and then later on around dinner time, we're still going to be back into the teens, but it's going to be quiet as partly cloudy conditions will stick around, and we are going to be looking at colder conditions as well. We are going to be keeping an eye on a system that's going to be looking to roll in. This is what we're seeing from the GFS, which could be bringing some substantial snowfall for southern Wisconsin. However, with the Euro model, it's going to be tracking itself a little bit more south. We'll get into more details about this because we are looking for either a hit or miss system coming up. But taking a look at our traffic as we're getting our morning rolling, well, we are all green around the belt line and around all the residential roads as we're getting things rolling for us. Over into the interstate, also all green as we're getting our morning started for us. Here's a look at how much time it will take to get from point A to point B throughout our interstate, but we'll have more details on what else to expect in terms of the weather coming up in a few moments. Until then, back to you guys.
All right, Julian, thank you very much. Okay, so you've probably heard it before. Newer cars are like computers on wheels. Well, that means when you're trading in or selling your car, you need to take similar steps as you would if you were getting rid of a computer. Otherwise, someone else could be taking your data home with them. Consumer Reports has some easy ways to wipe your car clean so it doesn't sell you out. It's important to clean up your old car before selling or trading it in, checking the trunk, glove box, and under the seats for any valuables, loose change, and paperwork, like Mike Trapasso.
So we used a diaper box and got all of our stuff out of the car. Got it pseudo detailed. We just got the works at a car wash.
But before handing over the keys to a new owner, you'll also want to clean your car's internal computer.
Kind of like a phone, as you use the car, it's logging data on what you do, the features you access, and it logs addresses you've been to. And then more recently, there's even features like Wi-Fi hotspot, where you log in and all these different connected features that you have to remember to log out of or disable when you're done with the car.
Before saying goodbye to your car, CR suggests
one of the big ones is to make sure that you delete Bluetooth connections and make sure that, there's no contacts saved on the car. And then you can do the same thing within your phone. Make sure you go in there and delete the pairing or the association of the phone with the car.
And don't forget the hardware. Take your automatic garage door opener so the new driver can't get into your garage after they find your home address stored in the navigation system or found on stray paperwork. If you use a built-in system like HomeLink for your garage door, make sure to reset that as well.
There's also telematics services, which connect you directly to automakers. Usually you can find an SOS or a call button on the rear view mirror, or sometimes up on the ceiling near the mirror. And these connect you to a live operator. And so you can press this button and they'll help you, remove the vehicle, remove yourself from the telematics account with that vehicle.
And if you've installed any apps on your phone that let you connect to your car, make sure to log out of those accounts too. Depending on the automaker, those apps could store driver data, navigation destinations, and driving history. All right, 6:19 now. Broadway's Tony Award-winning musical is back. Hairspray coming to the Overture Center. And we want to give you a chance to go to opening night.
All you got to do is go to channel3000.com/contest and answer our question of the day. And it's pretty simple today. We're asking, have you ever seen Hairspray?
I have seen it in movie form. You haven't seen it.
I haven't seen either one of them. So here's your opportunity, folks. It's going to be in town, and we're giving away tickets to opening night. All you got to do, go to that website on your screen and type in your answer. We'll have questions the next few days, too, if you want to keep playing.
And get your chance to go to opening night, too. Not cheap tickets.
Oh, it's a good one, folks. Okay, coming up, look at some of our favorite commercials from last night.
And coming up in our next half hour, Wisconsin lawmakers trying to help out Main Street with some new legislation, how it might help your favorite local shop.
This portion of News 3 Now is brought to you by Shopko Optical.
Cobeson buses, now hiring.
Working with Cobeson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.
I want to be confident that my daughters will be okay.
I want to be sure that I'll be able to make it on my own.
That I'll be okay if my husband passes.
Through family legacies, divorce, and death, as women, we all want to be confident about our futures. At the Burrish Group at UBS, our financial professionals are experienced with all the challenges women face, no matter what life may bring.
Come experience Floor & Decor's grand opening in Monona. With our unmatched selection of tile, wood, stone, laminate, vinyl, and more, all at everyday low prices, at Floor & Decor, you'll discover the perfect products for shopping on trend and on budget, all in one stop. Plus, our helpful associates make realizing your vision easy from start to finish, so your upgrade has never been more you. Discover your new Floor & Decor, now open in Monona, or visit us online at flooranddecor.com.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection is here 24 hours a day.
7 days a week for all your residential and commercial plumbing services.
From installation, repairs, and maintenance to complete sewer and drain cleaning, we've got you covered.
Visit MononaPFP.com.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
Your senator is working with Donald Trump to take away your right to vote.
That's exactly what Ron Johnson is doing. It's why we must pass the Freedom to Vote Act.
With the Bucks, Alex Lasry took a stand.
Alex Lasry has used his power to expand voting rights.
I'll be a senator about action, not talk. We need to protect voting rights.
What makes him tick is his love and respect for people.
Equity and justice make us stronger. Alex gets it done.
I'm Alex Lasry, and I approve this message.
This is the purpose-built Ford F-150. It's a beast with brains. You know what? Skip this video. Go see one at the auto show.
It's auto show time, the best time to buy a Ford F-150 with ways to power up this and that. Work smarter. Muscle for most anything. Plus, special auto show offers to help you bring one home today. Now get a 2021 F-150 with 0.9% financing for 60 months plus 1,000 auto show bonus cash.
Cobeson buses, now hiring.
My name is Mike Williams. I've been driving school bus off and on for 21 years. Here at our terminal, we're kind of like a family too. Somebody has an issue with a bus, other people kick in and help and get the job done.
Welcome back. We always ask you to share your morning with us. Paula giving us a peek at rural Monticello this morning.
Love these shots of some old barns. Got an old silo there, the skeleton of an old silo.
Cool.
Very nice. Where's all the snow?
I know.
Golly.
I know. Well, be careful what you wish for. Might be on the way.
I'm not a fan of like the bitter cold, but I love how the snow makes it look around here. I really do.
The most Wisconsin thing you could say is, well, if it's going to be cold,
it might as well snow. Well, we want to thank Paula for sharing her morning with us. She used the hashtag MyNews3Morning, so if you do that, we'll find it and we'll post our favorites on the air.
Okay, 6:24 on your Monday. Lots of memorable commercials coming out of Super Bowl 2022. So Chris, Julian, and I are breaking down our favorites.
All right, one of my favorites came from McDonald's. It's got us all saying, this morning.
Hi, can I get a...
Isn't that all of us every time we pull up to a drive-thru or anytime we walk up to the counter?
So relatable. Then Kanye West shows up. That was quite the surprise in that commercial.
They didn't even need that, but it took it over the top.
I got a kick out of that. So this is the Disney Plus one. Julian, this was your favorite.
Yes, this was one of my favorites as well because of all the nostalgic characters and them just being goats, and absolutely, they are the greatest of all time.
Yeah, that's very cute.
Peyton Manning's shown up a few times, I think, last night in commercials, including this one from Michelob Ultra. Saw a lot of old characters from some familiar movies in commercials last night, including Jim Carrey reprising his role as Cable Guy. I mean, we saw... Mike Myers bring back Dr. Evil from the Austin Powers movies. The Scrubs guys reunited for a commercial.
A lot of nostalgia here, huh?
So many celebrities. I mean, they were going for a certain demographic, and I think they hit the nail on the head with a lot of those.
Okay, this was my favorite, not because it's particularly pretty, but there was no audio really, except for the music in the background, so it quickly caught my attention. It brought my eyes to the screen, and for 30 seconds, it's just this QR code bouncing around. Well, it was for Coinbase. So, I mean, think of the millions of people who brought up their phone just to figure out what this was. It actually crashed the cryptocurrency's website because millions of people broke out their phones to figure out what this was.
Hey, that's what you want to have happen, huh? When you spend that kind of dough on the airtime during the Super Bowl. Yeah, that was really interesting. I saw some good ones last night.
They were.
All right, hey, Julian, hit us with a quick forecast, would you?
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to keep our eye on what's going to be happening in our midweek. We are looking for warmer temperatures, but on top of that, we have been seeing some models that are bringing in some precipitation that could bring us a little bit of snow or not. We'll talk about this coming up in a few moments.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
It's Make My Mondays at Hy-Vee. This Monday, get butter for just 99 cents. That's right, get Hy-Vee butter for just 99 cents. Monday only. Scan the QR code or check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
Find your style with Patriot Lighting. Choose from our huge selection of ceiling fans. Our ceiling fans add elegance to any room and reduce energy costs all year round. We carry a great selection of styles and finishes, so you'll find the right look for you. Fandeliers combine form and function with a unique style. The Eras 2 Fandelier is only $179.99 after rebate. Plus, receive a $10 rebate on all stock Patriot Lighting ceiling fans over $50. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Water is one of nature's most beautiful and life-sustaining resources. At no fault of their own, many Wisconsin utility customers are facing a shutoff to their water service. This leaves them without the one life-giving resource we all take for granted. And those hardest hit are on fixed incomes, juggling multiple temporary jobs, or those who lost full-time jobs in sectors hardest hit by the pandemic. If someone you care about needs a hand up, your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your water, heat, and power on. If you are in danger of losing your water service, call 833-H2O-WISC, 833-426-9472. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
After a serious crash with a semi-truck, everything can change instantly. Your future, your family's future, your quality of life. That's why knowledge and results matter in big truck cases. And not all law firms have the know-how or the resources to handle these complicated cases. At Gruber's Law Offices, we have the experience it takes to make sure you're protected. And there's never a fee until we win your case. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Govan Cars is having a huge winter sale with the largest selection of vehicles under $15,995 or $249 per month. That's right, don't miss out on our winter sale with the best selection of SUVs, cars, or vans under $15,995 or $249 per month. We have one of the largest selections of vehicles in Dane County with over 500 vehicles in stock. So just come on in and ask for me, Crystal the Pistol, Govan. Go to Govan Cars, east or west.
You gotta go to Govan
It's Make My Mondays at Hy-Vee. This Monday, get butter for just 99 cents. That's right, get Hy-Vee butter for just 99 cents. Monday only. Scan the QR code or check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
It's Valentine's Day, and local businesses are having a pretty successful year. What everyone is spending their money on.
The first weekend of sturgeon season in northern Wisconsin in the books. What fishermen enjoyed on the ice, the numbers from the DNR, how big these puppies get, coming up.
And we're seeing some light flurries and snowfall this morning. We'll tell you what else to expect coming up.
Celebrations lasting well into the morning in Los Angeles after a Hollywood win for the LA Rams in the 2022 Super Bowl.
New video from overnight here showing things turning kind of rowdy. One person ended up being shot in East LA. They were taken to the hospital. We are not sure how that person is doing. Police breaking up the crowds here as groups climbed atop cars and spray painted "Go Rams" on a city bus. To the game now. The Rams won last night at their home stadium over the underdog Cincinnati Bengals. It was a game that was pretty close the whole time, actually a good game to watch. LA was the first to score. They went into the half with a 13-10 lead. The second half, though, was pretty rough to start out for the Rams. The Bengals scored on their first play of the second half, and then Matthew Stafford threw an interception after that. But this was what sealed it for the Rams. The Rams, Cooper Kupp there, one of his 2 touchdowns on the night. He would end up winning the Super Bowl MVP. We're going to get to some of our favorite commercials. We just did that, actually.
Yeah, we did.
And I don't know, we could talk about them right now, or we can move on. We are going to talk about more Super Bowl stuff coming up later in the sprint.
Today, not just the day after the Super Bowl, of course, it's Valentine's Day. And while you can't put a price on love, you can certainly wonder what everybody else is planning to spend this Valentine's Day.
So according to the National Retail Federation, people are spending about $175 per person this year.
What are they spending those big bucks on? A survey finds the most common gifts this year, no surprise, candy, cards, flowers, and jewelry.
Well, the love is certainly spreading to one local cookie store in Fitchburg. Vicki Gens says it's her busiest Valentine's Day ever, with people buying her frosted cookies for the holiday.
I get to make little things that people bring to their celebrations and their special events. It spreads joy and makes people happy.
She says she sold more than 3,000 cookies for Valentine's Day.
Sounds like a pretty good business day, huh? Speaking of shopping local, a proposal working its way through the legislative process right now at the state capitol would provide a one-stop shop for small business support in Wisconsin.
Small business advocates say that the help is long overdue, and they're now asking Wisconsin lawmakers to put local entrepreneurs first. This has gotten the attention of some small business owners across the state, looking to a new website to make running their business a whole lot easier. There's a lot that goes into running a small business, with lots of different agencies having requirements to meet. This website would streamline that process, centralizing small business needs related to licenses, grants, and taxes by creating an online portal.
Small business owners have to wear a lot of hats. A lot of us are operating our own businesses. We have to be both the HR as well as, the chef or the line cook or the dishwasher.
If this bill gets support from the committee chair, it would then be brought to a public hearing before a committee vote. In order for this to pass during this current legislative session, all that would have to happen by April.
A Friday court decision means after tomorrow's primary, drop boxes located outside of clerks' offices will be illegal in Wisconsin. The state Supreme Court denying a request to keep those drop boxes in place for local offices through the April election. Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes-Conway voicing her criticism of that decision. She called it disappointing and is questioning why the state Supreme Court would allow their use in a primary but not a general election.
I think that's really confusing. I think they should be allowed for the whole election cycle. But frankly, we know that drop boxes are a safe and secure way to vote that are being used all across this country. And we should be able to use them here in Wisconsin as well.
Mayor Rhodes Conway also says the ruling will make it harder for some voters to get their ballots back to the clerk's office. She says people liked having them because it allowed them to vote on their own schedule and maintain COVID safety, too, by staying away from the polls. Now, you can still vote absentee. You're just going to have to mail your ballot or bring it directly back to the clerk's office.
Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes says his top priority over the next year is tackling gun violence. We had a chance to speak with Barnes as he marks 1 year as the city's top cop. Barnes says he also wants to return the department to a nationally recognized agency through a model developed right here.
I want to really dig deeper into problem-oriented policing. We've restructured some of our community policing teams to have actually three teams that are going to be working on specific crime problems, neighborhood problems, disorder problems.
You can find more of our conversation with Chief Barnes at channel3000.com.
6:34 on your Monday, your Valentine's Day. Julian Seawright is here with your bus stop forecast. Good morning, Julian.
Right. Good morning, guys, and happy Valentine's Day, everyone. We're going to start things off with our bus stop forecast as we are going to be seeing a pretty chilly start for the bus pickup, but throughout the day, temperatures will improve into the upper teens and the lower 20s as we get into our bus drop-off throughout the day. But just know it's going to be a chilly one, so make sure that you have the kids all nice and bundled up. But as we are going throughout the rest of this morning, on our radar, we are still experiencing some light snowfall around areas in Dane County and over into the west as we're waking up this morning. But the temperatures are going to be cold throughout the course of the day. A bit better than they were for this weekend as we will be into the teens and lower 20s. But as we approach the rest of tonight, cloudy conditions will start to return once again as we transition into Tuesday, when we are looking for a warm-up in place. But in terms of the snowfall, what we're going to be seeing, not much in terms of accumulations for us. Some areas into the west could still only be seeing trace amounts of snow. But what we're really looking at is going into the middle part of this week. Warm temperatures. We're going to see 40s heading into our Wednesday morning for us. But then as we go back into Thursday, we're going to be transitioning back to some colder conditions for us, but then back up into some warmer temperatures as well. The one thing we are going to be keeping an eye on, we've been talking about it all morning, is potential of us seeing a winter storm. Well, with the recent model guidance, we are looking at that rain turning into sleets, but it is tracking its way south. So with that being said, our chances of seeing snow, we may see some, but in terms of accumulations, well, it's not looking for much here in southern Wisconsin. It's all going to be into the northern Illinois border and more into the southeast. As we take a look at the next 10 days, we are going to be seeing that trend of some up and down weather for us. Temperatures will rise into the 40s as we approach into Wednesday, but then we are dropping right back down on Thursday with colder air heading into the weekend. However, the good news is that the colder air won't last too long as we are getting into Sunday and next week. Temperatures will be maintained into the 30s as we get into the back end of our February. However, once we get past this week, we are still going to be keeping our eye on that potential system that could be bringing in some snow or just at least some mix for Wednesday, but something to keep an eye on, guys, as we continue throughout the rest of the week.
Julian, we appreciate it. Thank you very much. Some breaking news overnight. The Ambassador Bridge now back open to two-way traffic for the first time in over a week. Police made roughly 20 arrests of protesters blocking the busy bridge connecting the U.S. and Canada near Detroit. Truckers and other supporters there are protesting Canada's vaccine mandates. In other national news this morning, Rudy Giuliani expected to cooperate with the House committee investigating what happened on January 6th of last year. The New York Times reports Giuliani's lawyer is signaling he plans to take a less confrontational stance to their investigation. Giuliani, of course, previously served as attorney for former President Trump.
A man killed in a car crash Friday night in Janesville has been identified as a former auto racing champion. The Badger Midget Auto Racing Association says Kevin Olson was a 5-time champion. A legend of the sport, Olson won 2 national championships and 5 Pepsi Nationals. Olson's family says a partner who was in the car with him is still in the hospital. In a statement, the Racing Association said Olson was known for his silly antics, quick wit, and eccentric humor. They said few drivers accomplished as much as Olson, and few received the cheers he did as well. Olson was 70 years old. Time now 6:38. Let's take a live look outside this morning where we got a few flurries lingering that could be impacting your morning commute. We'll see if this will develop into anything, and we're tracking that next snowmaker that could bring a nice little snow for us this week.
Plus, sturgeon spearing season. Even with the obstacles in the way, fishermen making the best of their time on Lake Winnebago this weekend.
And happy Valentine's Day just ahead in the 608. We're going to meet a local florist doing big things for the holiday.
Hey everybody, it's me, Tracy. February 22nd through 27th. Tickets at overture.org.
Your kindness outshines your highs and lows. Your strength can outlast any bad day because you are greater than your bipolar 1. And you can help take control of your symptoms and ask about Vraylar. Some medicines only treat the lows or highs. Once daily Vraylar is proven to treat depressive, acute manic, and mixed episodes of bipolar 1 in adults. Full spectrum relief for all bipolar 1 symptoms. Elderly patients with dementia-related psychosis have an increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor about unusual changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may mean a life-threatening reaction, or uncontrollable muscle movements, which may be permanent. High cholesterol and weight gain, and high blood sugar, which can lead to coma or death, may occur. Side effects may not appear for several weeks. Common side effects include sleepiness and stomach issues. Movement dysfunction and restlessness are also common. You are greater than your bipolar 1. Ask about Vraylar.
The Wisconsin Fishing Expo is back at the Alliant Energy Center Expo Hall in Madison, February 25th through the 27th. The Wisconsin Fishing Expo is back with new gear. The Wisconsin Fishing Expo is back with awesome seminars. The Wisconsin Fishing Expo is back with hard-to-find boats. The Wisconsin Fishing Expo is back with family activities. Go to wifishingexpo.com for details. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Outdoor News, Don's Marine, Fox Sports 1070 The Game, Lucas Oil, and Explore Lacrosse.
At Pick and Save, we believe fresh is all about standards. That's why we do up to a 27-point inspection on our produce. Like for oranges, we check for color and scarring and more, keeping only the best of the best on our shelves. Because when it comes to fresh for everyone, we believe the juice is worth the squeeze. Pick and Save. Fresh for everyone.
Hey everybody, it's me, Tracy Turnblad from Hairspray, Broadway's Tony Award-winning Best Musical, and we're dancing our way to your city. Don't miss Hairspray.
At Overture, February 22nd through 27th. Tickets at overture.org.
U.S. ad spending is set to surpass $300 billion by 2022, and the greater Madison area is poised for major growth. So now would be a great time to consider a career in multimedia sales and to join our team selling our top-rated media and digital solutions. Work for a company that offers training, autonomy, flexibility, income growth, upward mobility, and work-life balance with a competitive wage. If you have a passion to drive results for local businesses, then visit morganmurphymedia.com right now to apply.
All right, in the 608 this morning, who's getting flowers today? You think a lot of people are getting flowers
I would
today?
love to get flowers.
Yeah?
Are you buying me flowers?
I doubt I will get flowers today.
Is Josh Breiter bringing us back flowers? Because he is highlighting a local shop. That's pretty busy today, Josh.
I was hoping you guys were getting me flowers. I dropped the ball, I guess. We're coming to you from, yes, I know, poor communication this morning. We're coming to you from Olson's Flowers here at Mount Horeb. They are known to do Valentine's Day big around here. You can see they're already busy getting ready for the big day.
People are usually pretty happy when you come to their door with flowers. You know, it's flowers for good times and bad times. Been here since 1979. It's a nice family atmosphere, and I'm kind of artsy-fartsy. I really enjoy the color and the shapes, and even though they're not here forever, you got to try to appreciate them while they're here. As far as the Valentine's Day flowers, though, we had to order them before Christmas. Now, at Valentine's Day, we make a lot of extras. We can grab them when the orders come in. I've done so many of them. At some point, you got to stick a fork in it and call it done. I mean, you just can't love them to death. I always say my favorite day of the year is February 15th, because it's the furthest away from the 14th as you can get. It's kind of nice to come to work and go in the cooler and see all those beautiful colors and flowers. Maybe that's why I stuck around for so long. I don't know. Over the years, we've had a lot of repeat customers. This particular fella, he's a pretty good customer, so I knew right away where he buys flowers a lot for his wife. It is full. He wants it to be so big that Dave can't see around it when he delivers it. We do cover a pretty wide area. I have to say the community has really been supportive of us. They've sent a lot of flowers because they couldn't visit their friends and family through the pandemic, and Really, over the years, they've been very supportive. They're so beautiful, and people should stop and appreciate the beautiful things in nature. I know I do.
I completely agree, Heidi. If you'd like to learn more about Olson's Flowers, you can go to the story on channel3000.com. Guys, Heidi's been a florist here since 1979. That's what, 43 years. Wow. That is something inspirational in itself, and she's looking forward to, of course, helping everyone celebrate Valentine's Day today.
Well, we thank her for her service. Geez, almost half a century of flowers. Shopping local. Hopefully everybody is doing that today. Josh Breiter, we'll talk about who's supposed to get who flowers next year.
Deal.
Hey, remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out on social media or email him at inthe608@WISC-TV.com for a chance to be featured. 6:45 now. Destination Madison is encouraging locals to take staycations during these bitter winter months in hopes of boosting business at local hotels. The tourism industry is marketing Madison minications to short trips. From now through February 22nd, 16 hotels are offering discounted rooms up to 40% off, as well as special perks like free breakfast, gift cards, drinks, and more. If you head to channel3000.com, you can find a link to all these hidden gems. Wheels were spinning at Madison Freewheel Bicycle Cooperative over the weekend. They had their first volunteer day in 2022. They're a nonprofit that served the Madison area now for more than 15 years. They play a critical role in providing affordable bikes to the community. They center themselves on a mission towards transportation justice. Freewheel hopes to increase access to bikes in the Madison area through education-based services.
So you can pay $0, you can pay, $1 million, and anywhere in between. We don't turn anybody away. The point is that you can come in here and be empowered with that knowledge to fix your own bike, regardless of your monetary situation.
Bike volunteer days take place every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Around the state, it was a busy weekend for sturgeon fishermen up at Lake Winnebago. The DNR says there were 431 sturgeon harvested on day one of the season, the largest weighing in at 140 pounds. Look at these guys. Sturgeon are expected to be leaner this year because of a poor spawning season and the harvest numbers lower because of low water visibility. Still, fishermen had a great weekend.
It's just a challenge. You sit there for so long and all of a sudden a fish swims through and boom, there it is. It's just exciting.
Sturgeon spearing season runs for 16 days or until any of the predetermined harvest caps are met. Those caps are 1,200 male sturgeon, 875 adult females, and 400 young females.
Well, take a look at this. The frozen waters of the Big Sioux River have created an ice and foam spectacle. This is in Falls Park in Sioux Falls. It's created because water vapor from flowing water underneath parts of the ice allows for upward forming of columns of ice.
Cool.
The process is called capillary action, where water meets the colder air and freezes.
I got so excited I dropped my mic.
We'll let Leah put herself back together while Julian Seawright gives us a bit of that forecast. Hey, Julian.
That's right. As we're getting our Valentine's Day started for us, just know we are still looking at some light snowfall around isolated areas of southern Wisconsin, but we're not looking for that to be accumulating much. Over into areas into the west, could still only just looking at trace amounts of some snowfall, not even really much of a dusting. But as you're planning out the rest of today, just know temperatures will reach into those upper teens and going into the lower 20s as we get into the rest of our afternoon. But cloud cover is going to be sticking around until we get into the later part of tonight. But on top of that, as you're planning out your Valentine's Day activities, just know it is going to be a cold one as we're looking at 20 degrees around 5 p.m. But as we get into the later part of tonight, we will be back into the teens. It's going to be cold, but we're still going to be on the quiet side with partly cloudy conditions for us. And again, we have been keeping our eye on the potential system as we go into the middle part of this week that could be bringing in some snow, but there are also plenty of models that are saying that we are about to get nothing but just rain. We'll keep an eye on and update this throughout the rest of the morning. Until then, back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Julian. Hey, Hairspray is coming to town, folks. The Tony Award-winning Best Musical. It's coming to the Overture Center, and we are giving away tickets to opening night.
Yeah, all you have to do is visit channel3000.com/contests and answer today's question of the day. Have you ever seen Hairspray?
I have not.
I have.
You like musicals. You've seen the movie.
I love musicals.
Gosh, it's been a while since that movie came out. Was it John Travolta?
Yeah,
was in that one, right?
You're right. You're right.
It was mid-2000s or so, maybe.
It might have been a while since you guys have been to the Overture, too. So it's a great opportunity. Opening night tickets. Again, channel3000.com/contests.
No right or wrong answer.
Good point.
And we'll keep doing some giveaways throughout the rest of the week here on News 3 Now this morning, too.
6:49 coming up in the morning sprint. More details released on the police shooting that injured Quadrin Wilson about a week and a half ago now.
First, though, we want to say happy birthday to Riley and all the kiddos turning 3. Valentine's birthday.
Aww.
Oh, interesting. Happy birthday, Riley. Thanks for celebrating with us.
Appropriate sunglasses.
Nice.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Experience handcrafted and hand-finished furniture by genuine Amish craftsmen at Wanakee Furniture ETC, featuring hardwood made in the USA home furnishings by Simply Amish and other great brands you can trust.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Over these past months, we've all experienced changes and a great deal of reflection. But here's a change you can truly be excited about. Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, permanently removes the fat from your stomach, hips and thighs, and back.
I walked past mirrors. I didn't want to see any of that. I can't even tell you how excited I am about Sono Bello and what they've done for me.
I'm just living my best life now because I'm being the best that I can be.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently. Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation. Plus, get $250 off instantly. You deserve to do something for you. Call 1-888-512-1753 or go to sonobello.com now.
Everyone deserves stylish and quality furniture, so I'm calling all Bobs to help get the word out, like this Bob, the original Bob.
Hi, I'm Bob, the Bob. President's Day weekend is almost here, and I'm celebrating big time with free treats in all my cafes, plus untouchable values on living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, and my world-famous Bobopedic mattresses. And if you love value as much as I do, stop by your local Bob's Discount Furniture store to get your free honorary Bob pin.
Come celebrate this President's Day weekend.
Join the adventure when your favorite Disney friends visit your hometown at Disney on Ice presents Into the Magic. Tickets on sale now. Coming to Alliant Energy Center March 10th through the 13th. For show details, visit DisneyOnIce.com today.
Madison is growing,
This stretch here, we've seen about 1,200 new units.
but increasingly in one direction, up.
We'll show you where the city is growing the fastest and what kinds of housing are missing.
News 3 Now investigates tonight at 6.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC help you find your inspiration and transform your room. Every style, every budget, our creativity, passion, and expertise will help you design your dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
We are following some breaking news just into the newsroom. A fire north of Middleton that has several crews on scene. Take a look. This is a live look on Parmenter Street in rural Middleton, north of the airport. A lot of smoke at this point. Just a few minutes ago, we could see flames coming from this. Dispatch tells us the fire has spread to 3 buildings. We are continuing to learn more information here. Stay with News 3 Now and channel3000.com for updates. To our other top story, the Super Bowl ending in violence in East LA. A person was shot during post-game celebrations. Their condition unknown right now. Celebrations also turned dangerous in downtown LA as protesters climbed on top of vehicles. Social media videos show people looting businesses and defacing city buses. Fireworks were also set off along downtown streets. The Rams won last night's Super Bowl against the Bengals, 23-20.
5 people shot in Racine in what police are calling a domestic-related incident. It happened yesterday. 3 victims taken to a hospital in Racine. 2 others took themselves to hospitals elsewhere. All 5 people are expected to be okay. We have more information on this story up right now on our website.
A divided Wisconsin Supreme Court has denied a request from the Elections Commission to keep absentee ballot drop boxes in place through the April 5th election. The court's 4-3 ruling means that after Tuesday's primary, drop boxes located outside of local election clerks' offices will be illegal, and no one other than the voter themselves will be allowed to return an absentee ballot.
The busiest border crossing linking the U.S. and Canada reopened late yesterday. Canadian truckers and others protesting COVID-19 restrictions closed the Ambassador Bridge for almost a week. Police arrested a number of people earlier in the day.
We are getting some answers about what happened between law enforcement and Quadron Wilson weeks ago. The Dane County Sheriff's Office says a total of 21 law enforcement officers were involved in the operation to take Wilson into custody. 13 agents from the Wisconsin DOJ, 3 federal DEA agents, 3 Madison officers, 1 state trooper, and 1 DNR warden. The Sheriff's Office says it was 2 DCI agents who fired the gunshots, though those people are not identified yet. The Sheriff's Office has also not said whether Wilson was armed at the time. His family says he was not.
President Biden told Ukraine's president that the United States and its allies would respond swiftly and decisively if Russia invades Ukraine. Diplomatic efforts to defuse the crisis are ongoing still. The U.S. warns, though, an attack could be imminent. If that happens, President Biden has vowed tough economic sanctions against Russia.
For the first time since November, the Wisconsin men's basketball team losing to an unranked opponent. After being upset by Rutgers this weekend, the Badgers are no longer tied atop the Big Ten standings. Now they sit in 3rd behind Illinois and Purdue. On Saturday, the Badgers shot 47% from the floor and only hit 4 of their 19 three-pointers.
Heads up, if you are planning to stop by Quick Trip this morning, it's BYOC, bring your own cup. That's because Quick Trip said in a Facebook post over the weekend that they have a few ships stuck at sea, so they're out of coffee cups. There is a silver lining here, though. Quick Trip says you can temporarily get any size refill for just 99 cents.
And our takeaway from our forecast for this week is we are going to be seeing milder temperatures through Wednesday. Some mix heading into the middle part of this week, which also could be bringing in some snow late Wednesday into our early Thursday. Here's a look at our 10-day forecast, a bit up and down, but 40-degree temperatures coming in for Wednesday, and then some colder air coming in for the rest of the week. Thank you all for joining us, and we will see you later on.